Hi guys, I thought I would make a tutorial on how to make a mermaid costume for a toddler or baby. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a blanket that can go over them. If you want to see how to make this, please watch this video. Thank you. So in this tutorial, you will need fray check if you are doing this the sewless option. Liquid stitch, again for sewless option. Ribbon to tie the mermaid tail on. Obviously scissors. Fabric, you could use whatever scrap fabric you have around, especially if this is for a toddler. You could use fleece to make it more like a blanket. Felt, this felt is almost like a fleece-like material. It's more soft, and any colors you want. I don't know how much you'll need, but they're super cheap, like say 33 cents a square. You will need a cup, something to draw on your fabric, and a set of pajamas or something to help you guide you for the size of your mermaid tail. First, we're going to take the pajamas and lay them down. You can do the pajamas maybe in like a size bigger than what your child is wearing, depending on when you are making this. And we're going to take the fabric, fold it in half, and draw half of a mermaid tail and cut it out. You can use either some sort of butcher's paper or wrapping paper and make a pattern yourself of the mermaid tail, or you can just draw it onto the fabric, which I will do, and then cut it out. Okay, and then after we do that, what the cup is for is we are going to trace around the cup a bunch of times to make the scales. These scales will be glued onto the mermaid's tail with the fabric adhesive, or you can do a simple stitch around it. However, that would take you forever. The liquid stitch is going to save you time. This is a Halloween costume. If you wanted to make it as a blanket, then you could do the other stitch, but the liquid stitch says that it is permanent. So I have not used that before. I don't know how it is with washing, but I think it would be completely fine to do for a Halloween costume. So whatever size cup you have, you think is big enough to make the scales, you're going to trace around the cup, cut it out a whole bunch of times to make all the scales. Okay, so we have right here the mermaid tail. I used some of the fray check, fray check around the edges to keep the fabric from fraying because it's not hemmed or anything. And this is going to take a lot of time off of this project, especially if you have children. And there are a bunch of circles cut out. Forgive the toy. Yeah, it's middle of the night. Anyways, we're going to take those circles and start to put them around the edge, and I will show you that now. Okay, so this is kind of the start of the bottom. As you can tell, I put scales or what's supposed to be the scales, all around the bottom. And I'm going to kind of show you how I am lining them up. So in the middle, and this doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but this is just, see how it's kind of giving the effect of scales. And you can do any pattern that you want to. And as you go along, it's going to look a lot less like a bunch of circles. I mean, some of them are going to look kind of circly, but that's the edge. So, and you're going to be cutting this part off anyways. Okay, I will continue this and I will end up showing you the final project. So this is it so far. I'm going to show you again, just like you're stacking bricks or blocks. Make sure you glue these on pretty well around the top with the liquid stitch, which is supposed to be permanent. Kind of like that. And you just continue until you get all the way to the end. Okay, as you can see, I have been cutting off the edges of the mermaid tail. I have left these on top to just show you quickly how I do that. I will show you how I do that. I have been leaving these rounded edges at the bottom. I kind of like the way it looks. If you do not like the way that looks, then you can cut those off. So basically, to make that nice and even, just flip it to the other side and follow the fabric to cut that off. What you're going to do with the ribbon is you are going to take it, make it whatever length that you want to. Don't forget to take a lighter and singe the edges of your ribbon depending on what it's made out of. This is a net-like material and it's thicker, so that doesn't need to be singed. Anyways, probably a thicker ribbon than this will do better, but this sort of matches, so I decided to go ahead and use it since I already had it on hand. But we're going to be taking the liquid stitch and gluing that to the top. This can be tied around your child, or if they are in a stroller for trick-or-treating, you can kind of tie it to the stroller. That way it's kind of like a blanket draped over their legs, kind of looking like, you know, the mermaid tail. So we're going to do that. So this is the finished project. It looks a little big on camera because this camera kind of zooms in but this will go over the stroller, over her when she's in the stroller. I had to do a simple hand top stitch at the top because the ribbon was sticking with the quick stitch, but it wasn't sticking the way I wanted it to, so for extra security I wanted to do that. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to tie it around her or what, because this is a few months before Halloween. So if any of your scales aren't sticking correctly in the right direction, just add some more glue to the top of the scales, or you can just smooth them out. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you need any help with this project, and if any of my instructions weren't very clear to you, let me know. If you want a second part of this video so you can make a top for the costume, you can also let me know in the comments. I may be doing a part 2 of this to show you how to make the top piece. So if you want to see that, please comment and tell me. However, this costume can also work as a blanket if you use fleece material, or if for the top part of the costume there are different iron-ons that you can get that look like seashells. I'm going to be making the seashells out of felt material that match the fin. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Bye.